for SmartDigest, it is a content analytics solution that extracts insight by processing free text from online and offline sources, such as customer reviews and online surveys from Line official account. The solution focuses on three key features, which are ABC, actionable analytics, big data processing, and concept classification. So here's our framework. Basically, the solution takes the data in from sources, and then the solution can perform big data processing. And after the processing, there are optional components that SmartDigest can perform. The first one here is concept classification. It is about categorizing or grouping similar things together. For instance, grouping similar text to similar document. And another one, exploratory data analysis or EDA. This one allows us to expose trends, patterns, and find hidden relationships between text. And after processing the data, we can perform the analytics as the customer needs. So you perhaps noticed from the previous slide that the solution consists of two main components, which are content processing and content analytics. To get started, let's look at the content processing first. First of all, the big data processing plays one of major roles for our solution. After the data ingestion, we apply text processing such as cleaning the data, noise removal, spelling correction, and so on. And after the processing, we apply feature extraction with multiple algorithms like back of word, TF-IDF, and word embedding. Okay, and next for exploratory data analysis. In here, we use topic modeling that allow us to discover hidden topics or themes from collection of documents. In this illustration, the example shows topic modeling from multiple short stories of Sherlock Holmes that you can see from like topic 1 to 6. All the data here is related to the Sherlock Holmes story. And next for concept processing, it's the last feature in the content processing one, which mainly have sentiment part and the topic classification and concept classification. Many of you might have heard about sentiment analysis. It is the overview in sentiment in any given text. For instance, the cheesecake is so delicious. In here, we can perceive that it's positive sentiment. On the other hand, aspect-based sentiment analysis, it is a fine-grained sentiment that allow us to drill down into aspects of the given text. For example, the coffee smells so good, but it tastes horrible. As we can see that there are two aspects in the sentence that it concerns, which are smell and taste. However, for these aspects, there are two different sentiments, which are positive for smell and negative for taste. And for topic classification, in here, it classifies a collection of documents. For example, if the raw data in the illustration here is a new article, the topic classification will help us to categorize it in the category in the right side. Is it will be in the technology, sport, or fashion. And lastly, for concept classification, it is custom concept classification. The idea of this thing is turning text into a concept that you can classify based on your own need. For example, we want to monitor how ABAC is perceived via online sources, and ABAC has other names such as Assumption University and AU. All these terms are concepts of ABAC. So we use it to train the system to recognize that those words are related to ABAC. So next part, content analytics is one of the main components that I mentioned before of SmartDigest. In part of this one, there are three things: frequency analytics, trends analytics, and multidimensional analytics. For the frequency analytics, it doesn't concern with changes over time. So the question, if we want to find the insight, we might have the question that is, how frequently people talk about ABAC when it comes to international university at specific time period. While for trend analytics, the question can be like, how much people talking about ABAC this week compared to last week. And lastly, for multi-dimensional analytics, it's a combination of frequency analytics and trends analytics. So the question can be like, for example, the difference between ABAC and another university is like how people talking about them over time. And next will be showcases from us that the platforms are built on top of our SmartDigest. The first one here is keyword analytics. Let me share you the application. Here, basically for the keyword analytics, the name is the same as the previous group, but the objective of our platform is different in purpose. So for our keyword analytics here, the objective is to find associated images or words for the entity search. Like in here, I search for Ajahn Khwan Kamon here, and then we can see her picture and word cloud. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then you can see the name entity here is Ajahn Khwan Kamon, and this is her picture. And these are top 10 related terms that relate to her: computer science and search. And we also can see the keyword association in visualization that is network graph, which show interconnection between set of key association here. For example, in level 0 here is Dr. Khwan, Ajahn Khwan Kamon, and in the next level it will be science here, and we can see the connection after science can be like article or other stuff. And for keyword analytics, it's not only for association in people name, it can be brand or corporate as well. In here, we use Lion Corporation to try for our showcase, and it shows in association image that this is Lion's product and the business, what are they, and the network graph as well. Here, the Lion Corporation and business, and here brand. But for our platform, we can handle both Thai and English, and this is the current one that we do. It's an event from Ministry of Public Health in Thailand. It says here กระทรวงสาธารณสุข Ministry of Public Health and COVID-19. So the association image in here is show about what is the situation of COVID in Thailand, and association's term And in the network graph, from here, Ministry of Public Health and Services and people, they show the connected word. So to sum up for keyword analytics, it's basically association between keyword or entity. And we can find association in both like person name and product and even event. And another showcase of us is brand CI. Brand CI here means brand competitive intelligence, which we got the idea from a marketing like theory that there is a brand health view that most of brand managers use it to monitor their brand. And there is 2 points that we use in our platform, which are brand positioning and brand delivery. And from here, we use Central Patana to be in our showcase. So if I'm a brand manager of Central, I want to monitor it is my brand related to lifestyle, retail, or destination, like how many frequency that happen with this keyword that related to us. And basically it's also show the sentiment here, neutral, positive toward the selected value that I want to know. And I also can check in the article that mentioned my brand, and in the article with aspect, I can say like with the value in the article match in each one. And I can know the top term that related to my brand as well under word count. And for the CI part, that I want to compare my brand to the competitor in the selected value that I choose. So here, the platform can show in lifestyle, Sentan is on the third, and which brand on the top. So in conclusion for brand CI, the 3 key feature in here is association value, which is the first deck that I showed that I selected lifestyle, retail, something on that. And second feature is sentiment analysis that I show you on the second deck, that it show original sentiment and the sentiment of the text. And last feature is competitive analysis that I show in another page, that I can compare my brand with my competitor in the part of selected term that I use.